Stop. Why do you have to do that right now? Chill. Dog sitting. Gonna do my makeup, and I'm gonna talk about that YouTuber All In with Ari, who claimed to be homeless and then scammed a bunch of people out of money, and then come to find out that she was this really horrible human. Oh, not sure if I just popped in or not. Hey, it's Michelle with Live Life Whimsically, and I wanted to talk about All In with Ari and the way that she scammed people after running away from her child, that there's allegations that she might have not been so kind to, and just made up an entire story that everybody and their sister believed, and gave her a buttload of money, and why that really irritates me. I've struggled my entire life with people giving me crap over how I present myself and how I speak, the words I use. I like to cuss, and so I have had people give me a bunch of crap about that. And I've had people not like the way I dress, all of that stuff. And I've made excuses for myself. It's given me an ED. It's given me a problem with my self-worth. I thought that the only parts of me that were good were the ones that had to do with how I looked. And as I age, it's not an easy thing to have your whole life wrapped up into how you look. And that's what I have had happen to me, is how I look. So to see her come out with her little sweet persona and her smile and her mild voice, that really torqued me. And that people just, gave her value for that, didn't know who she was, and then ended up giving her a buttload of money for it. And I mean, people can donate to whoever they want for whatever reason, but it just kills me that she had this whole gig going and pretty much got people to believe this big lie that she created this whole persona. And Ari isn't even her real name. It's Ronnie. And so that she did that, and people were just so willing to help her. And look, I'm not saying you shouldn't help homeless people, but I'm saying that the thing that made people motivated to give her anything was that she came off as this really sweet, beautiful girl that was down on her luck and she needed help. Well, that wasn't true. And she was hiding and running because she was involved in a lot of lawsuits. She'd been arrested several times. And the part about her being involved in lawsuits and being arrested is bad, but it's also none of my fucking business. But it is when you come on to a platform and tell people this big story about you have no family, you have no friends, and now everybody feels sorry for you, and they're going to give you money because you have a sweet smile and a mild voice, and they believe the garbage that you're spewing. Just if I talked in a more aggressive manner to my own friends and family, people freak the fuck out, But this girl gets on YouTube and gets $50,000 in a month because she's cute and she says she's sad and homeless. Get the fuck out of here. People are really easily manipulated. And right now, with another crew on YouTube, there's a whole bunch of people that are still really invested in donations for a certain person. And I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just saying, if you are on YouTube at all, you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And there's all kinds of bullshit being spewed about how, well, we need receipts for how that money was spent when we donated and all this crizzap. And I'm like, yo, this girl is a convicted, felon And then she gets you guys to give money. I don't hear any of these YouTubers screaming about her at all. It just seems funny that some people could just get away with stuff and some people can't, and that she scammed. I mean, you want to talk scam? Here's your scoop, people. This was a scam. This was an intentional scam. She thought this crap up. She fled from her home state and came to California and lied her ass off about why she was in that car. Her child was harmed somehow. I don't know if she did it or some dude she was with, but bad things happened to that kid. Had a brain bleed, and he was just a baby. So, if we're going to start talking about how we should be watching who we give our money to and what receipts, I think that should be for everybody, especially pretty little girls that come onto YouTube and say the right thing in the right tone of voice with, because they're the flavor of the month. It's disgusting to me. And she's still out there. Just like 5 days ago, she posted, I think it said something about being like the last time that she's going to post. Okay, we'll see. Because I'm going to stay on that channel. I can tell you that. And I'm going to keep receipts. I can tell you that too. Because that shit right there torqued me. Torqued me. I mean, I'm a real estate agent. And people don't want to do business with me because I have blue hair, tattoos, and I'm a flaming liberal. I have to watch what I say. For all the shit talking that a lot of conservatives do, yo, you want to know who really is being canceled or told to be quiet? Is people like me who have, which it's actually the more popular opinion, whether you want to believe it or not, of, helping your fellow human. I'm the one that's targeted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seriously don't understand how people could just get up there and say some sweet little story and y'all just gonna believe it. I'm a real estate agent, and my blue hair, my tattoos, my liberalness, and my witchcraft preclude me. I got recruited from another agent on that I've known many, many years to the company I work for now. And this girl wanted me to change my Facebook page completely because she told me that when I joined the company that I belong to now, that all of the people that were involved in my company were Christians, very conservative. And I needed to not let anybody see that because, I need to be sweet. Well, first, let me just tell you something. Sweet is a male construct. Dudes tell women to be sweet. Dudes tell women to speak softly. And then when you do it, you just add into that bullshit. So that's another thing this bitch did. She just dehumanized all of us so she can make money, That's the shit that fucking gets me, man. I can't, man. I can't. So maybe what I should do is be this wolf in sheep's clothing, right? Maybe I should just, put on a black suit and frost my hair since I'm getting older to that light blondish color that all these bitches do, and speak sweet. And because I was a Christian, so I could play the game. I could act like I was a Christian and be all sweet out there and tell everybody, oh, bless God and all that bullshit everybody does just to get business. Like, what you know about somebody when you first meet them is nothing. You don't know if that person is a nice person or a shitty person. And the same with YouTube. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to re-record stuff over and over again. You get me raw. This is how I am. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here. And I just think it's kind of disgusting that this bitch could take everybody for a ride and everybody was okay, like, just all right. And she's like, oh, I'm going to give back all the money. Yeah, okay. Or I didn't use all the money. Okay. Whatever it is, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. People are so fucking gullible. And all it takes is a sweet smile and a sweet voice, and you're going to give her money. You're just going to give her money. And then I come along and I might drop an F-bomb and not worship the way you worship, and that suddenly makes me a shit, right? That makes me a bad person because I'm liberal. That makes me a bad person because I call out your fucking racism and your bullshit, right? That makes me a bad person. No, bitch, that's not how it works. I'm sorry. Not how it works. Not at all. That's why people need to just, not judge that book by that cover. Remember that? I think your parents probably told you that when you were young. Don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know what's inside them pages now, do you? It's really freaking maddening to me, I swear to God, because I have been tossed out of my own family for my religious beliefs, or out of jealousy from other people in my family who wanted to live their lives in an authentic way but couldn't for whatever reason, because they held themselves to a standard, really. I don't think, or projected their bad behavior onto me, and were like, oh, this is what would happen if I did what she does. Like, it's so fucked up on so many levels. So even after this girl was exposed for the criminal conduct she had, she went on to her YouTube in her car, and then kind of started to try, or said she was going to explain herself and do some kind of an apology tour. And she didn't. She made excuses, and she deflected on what happened to her in her life that made her the way she is. Which, okay, I'm not going to say that you can't have stuff happen to you in your life that makes you do certain things, but sometimes you don't even know that the shit you're doing is bad, right? You're just doing it until somebody calls it out to you and says, yo, you shouldn't say this. I've embarrassed people before. I've said things because I have a mental illness that precludes me from the filters not engaged. And I work really hard on a daily basis to make sure that I am not, throwing that shit out on people. So I've said things out of turn that I've had people after the fact, but not way after, but, say I'm riding in the car with them afterwards, and they look at me and say, you don't tell people about that. If I want someone to know about that, I'm going to tell them, so don't do that. And old me before therapy would have probably said, fuck you. I'll say what I want, but I know now that I can't do that, and that's not the way to be. And so she might not know, she might not know that you can't just keep blaming everybody or say whatever the fuck you want to do, because I would have done that too. I would have said, I say what I want because for my whole life, everybody's told me I can't say what I want. And so she might think that, that's okay. That's okay what she does. And she might not think that it's wrong at this point. But I think now she's been called out enough that she's got to know. But I kind of think she's got something else going on in there that also precludes her from even taking any kind of accountability, because it doesn't seem like she's gonna. And people are going to be stupid, and they're still going to give her money because they're going to watch the old vids first. So, I don't know, dude. It bugs me. And then when she's trying to manipulate people to see things her way, when she feels like she's running down a tangent that's not going to make her look so good, she's going to invoke God and talk about, only God can judge her. Bitch, God ain't got nothing to do with any of what you're talking about. None of it. None of it at all. God ain't no scammer. So, take that shit off the table. I hate that. I hate that I have to fight for a seat at the table all the time, or just choose to walk away from that table, Maddening. I guess I should have told people I was doing my makeup in this too. Like, just tell people you're sorry. If you're going to go out on the apology tour, then just tell them, yeah, I fucked up. Shouldn't have said that. Don't fucking make excuses and then invoke God for being the only judge and all that bullshit, because that's some horseshit right there. It's not a good look. It really is not. Just tell people you're sorry. Stop making fucking excuses. And also, you know what might be kind of good is to tell people, yo, even my name ain't true. My name ain't even what I said it is. And here's what I did. I ran away from my life because I was a shit, and my husband or my ex was going to take my kid from me. And that's where the kid probably should be, because I would leave my kid for days with my parents or my ex's parents, and some bad thing happened to my kid while he was in my care. Like, yo, tell the truth. That's some of the most freeing shit I ever did, was looking at people and saying, yep, I fucked that up. I should not have said that. I am so sorry that my ass showed at that moment in time. And look, not everybody's going to give you forgiveness either. You can ask for it. Don't mean you're going to get it. Don't mean you even deserve it. Probably don't. I didn't. She even blamed her subscribers, man. She was like, I didn't ask anybody to give me this money. No, you didn't ask, but you knew exactly what the outcome was going to be. But she's cute, right? She's sweet. She's pretty. She's got a soft voice. She says all the right things, like that song says, at all the right time. Ain't that how it goes? It's so judgy. Everybody's so fucking judgy. You know, like what does me being a witch, having blue hair, how does that even affect how I operate my business? You know what I mean? Like how is it you can look at me and tell me that's the thing? Oh, you're not going to get any business if you dress that way or if you wear your hair that color. Why? How does that affect what I do? What I know? What does it do? Does it make me less experienced in my craft? I don't think so. I do not think so. Does it make you get a house for more money or less money? What does it do? Does it say that you have to do it? Do you have to get blue hair in order to be in a transaction with me? If you're trying to fucking save my eternal soul and get me to come back to Jesus, why in the world would I come back to Jesus when you treat me the way you do, when you judge me for something stupid as my fucking hair color? But this girl can go right on to the YouTubes and lie to your face about who she is, and y'all are going to give her 50 grand in a month. That's disgusting. Really disgusting. Oh my gosh, I like the way this is turning out. So I'm going out to meet my other friend, the real estate agent. That should be super fun today. She don't judge, but she's a normal real estate agent. So I try to go live Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and sometimes like today, I just had a hair up my ass. And honestly, I got another hair up my ass with those nonsense people and the shit that they're going after LB right now. And I'm not liking that at all. And I watched LB's live stream that she did last night so that I could kind of learn whatever it was that nonsense was going to say. The thing that kills me is that, you know, it's this clear attempt. I swear to God, and I'm going to talk about this more when I go live, because I did, after I watched the nonsense thing, which I'm not going to do tonight because I'm planning on being drunk and stoned off my ass. I'm going to pick that apart like she's picking it apart. I'm going to go at them just the same way they're going to go at LB. And I'm not going to hide behind a fucking, I mean, I have the avatar, but you can go through my videos and find me. You can't find nonsense. She likes to talk about being, you know, transparent and known and being honest about everything. Well, if you can't even show your face because you think, oh, she says it doesn't have anything to do with me, so why should it matter? Because, you know, credibility. Everything about me is out on the internet for the whole world to see. Some stuff's probably gone or didn't get out there because I started young. Honestly, I kind of am glad that I'm the age I am because all my bad decisions are not out there. There's some shit from Daytona Bike Week in the 80s. I think I showed my titties one too many times there. And then, you know, Fantasy Fest in the Keys. I know I showed my titties one too many times down there. I was going through my divorce when I was down there. My fucking attorney was like, please, Michelle, don't get arrested down there. I'm like, bitch, I ain't gonna get arrested in Key West. Everybody's naked on Duval Street. And it's true, they are. So yeah, I'm gonna pick that apart because I'm about tired of the whole nonsense thing. I'm about tired of all the deflection and the Katie Joy. That's what they should be, is the Katie Joy apologists, because that's what they are. I mean, Uni flat out got paid from Katie Joy to say the shit that he said. So, you know, they're apologists. They call people out for shit Katie Joy does, and never. I'm still waiting for something about Katie. I'm still, and even in the things she talked, it wasn't even the thing she was gonna talk about yet with Elle. She was out there, you know, giving a little pre-game tailgating thing about it, and she right away says, oh, you know, this is what they all come after Katie for. Yo, here we go again. You're just going to make excuses for this hooker. I don't get it, you know, like, and I say hooker in a funny way. I'm a terrible stand-up comedian, but I'm trying. But that was so telling to me today to have her go, and this is what they say about Katie. And then they're doing the same thing. Well, then call Katie out on it too, because I'm still waiting for that. Still waiting. I know I ran off a tangent, but see, that's what I do. That's why it's a whimsical channel, because it's whatever whim comes in my head, and I'm still doing my makeup, so I can't get off yet. Last night I was a little drunky when I started the live thing about the ghost stories, and then I was trying to play with the dynamic scenes on Evie Mux, and I thought I was live, and there was nothing for like 2 seconds, or probably a little longer than that. I'm still learning, guys, and I still don't know how to to edit. So I would love to just go and videotape the whole thing and be able to cut out parts of it that I don't want. I feel like when I've looked at all the editing software, what I've seen was stuff where they kind of clips and then they upload those clips. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me. And so I'm not sure. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? It's so hard to actually do that. It's really hard. Because sometimes because I'm old, I fucking, instead of pause, I hit stop and that fucks everything up. I guess I could just use that if I did do that. I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I have 56 subscribers now. On my way to my milestone of 60. So that's kind of cool. I gotta watch more videos on makeup. I thought I was good at it. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older and it's hard to with your skin the way it gets when it gets older. That's another thing, man. There's that unrealistic beauty standards. That should probably be what me and Valora do when she gets back. I feel bad for the 20-year-olds, man. They're gonna end up really fucked up when they really get older because they've never lived a life where they haven't seen anything but the unrealistic beauty standards, you know? It's hard to see because your eyes get bad. I used to make fun of my mom. I'd be like, "What's the matter, Mom? Why can't you just get your makeup on right?" And she'd be like, "You wait one day, Michelle. You're gonna be old. You're not gonna be able to see anything either. And I wish I was here to see it." Nope, you missed it, Mom. You missed it. My dumb ass can't see it, and you weren't here to see. Try to when I have nails on, it's even worse doing this contour and shiz. But you really can't. You think you can see, and then you get in your car and you open up the vanity mirror and you're like, "What did I do? What is this? This is not how it looked in the house." I think sometimes I'm walking out the house and I'm like, "Damn, baby, you's rocking it today." And then you get in the car and you put that mirror down and you're like, "Oh, no, I do not think that is what I was striving for." Because you got contour and shit that's just not where it's supposed to be at all. Not blended out the way you wanted it to be. I have a light up mirror. And my kids got it for me for Christmas, I think last year. It's not what I wanted. I mean, you have to keep it charged, and I hate that. I'd rather have one that had batteries in it. My friend has a really nice one from Ulta. I think I'll go buy it for my birthday next month. I mean, kids are sweet. That was nice. I'm not dissing them. I am not dissing them. So it's probably not that I can't contour. It's probably that my fucking face is old. Almost done though. And then I'll be ready to go out with my kid, my other kid. and meet my girlfriend. Today's my cheat day, even though I'm sitting here drinking a diet Mountain Dew. I don't know what happened to me. Try not to put too much of it because, you know, I don't want that crazy look in the fucking car. When I look at myself, I'll be like, damn. This is the part that's really bad right down here. Because that's the shit you really can't see. But I don't think, I ain't so bad for 60. Beauty is as beauty does. They say you're supposed to pat it and pull it, pat it and pull it into your hairline. Okay. I mean, you're not trying to rub it in, right? Because you got to have that demarcation to give you the contour. Otherwise, what's the point of all of this? I think I'm going to use my brush for this part. I think it's better that way. See, I got in fucking trouble in Facebook jail. Like I said last night, I got like 1,000 people on my page out there. And Twitter, I got like 9,000, but I can't get them over here. Twitter people are funny about where they want to be. And but I'm in jail otherwise because I had a really good whimsical Wednesday this week, and so many people were on, and so many people talked. At least from my channel, it was a lot. So I was really happy about that. I did not, but now I'm in jail, so nobody came because nobody saw. Ain't that the way of the world? Ain't that the way it is? Some things don't ever change. Hi, dog. We'll go out in a minute. Let me just get the rest of my makeup on. So if you lasted this long, if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Really would like to know where everybody's from when you pop in. Well, I'm in Florida, and I'm from originally St. Louis, Missouri. And I'm going back there in like 2 weeks to visit. I haven't been back in about 8 years. So I'm really looking forward to going up there and seeing my people. Where y'all from? Tell a girl. How do you put your blush on? When I was young, it was this way. Now I'm old, so I do it this way. I just need a little facelift. My boyfriend says, no, you don't, baby. You're beautiful. That's why I keep him. All right, let's put a little powder on, get our mascaras on, and I won't make you stay for that. So anyway, have a good day. Don't listen to scammers and fucking call those bitches out on Nonsense Channel. And I'll see you in a couple days, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. See ya.